Hello, Explorations. I want to take a few minutes today to talk about what it is that we're going to be working on the next few weeks in class. So I need to make sure that you are watching the duration of this video, otherwise you're going to have no idea what's going on the next few weeks as we go through class and talk about our This I Believe essays. So don't let the essay word freak you out, because you are going to have plenty of examples of this before you even attempt to do one on your own. And it's not going to be a long essay. It's going to be very short, and it's going to be something personal about your life, which is something, this project is something that I really enjoy having students do because, again, it's personal. It's about whatever you want it to be about, and I always enjoy reading what students have to say when we do this project. So, This I Believe, what is it? Okay, so This I Believe was a really popular segment back in the 1950s on the CBS radio station. And basically what it did was it allowed anyone in America to write a short essay. It had to be no longer than 3.5 minutes when you read it out loud, and this essay would be about something that this person believed strongly in. So sometimes the people that wrote essays were famous, like Muhammad Ali wrote an essay, and it was, he read it aloud on the radio. And then other times it was just like anybody, like just some normal, everyday, average Joe like me. Sometimes it was people who were older. They were like, just older people. Sometimes it was middle-aged people. There are many essays that students have written, people under the age of 18. One of the best ones I've seen was written by a 10-year-old, and it talked about manners. Like this 10-year-old really believed that having good manners is something that was important in life. So there's just like so many things that you could write about, and you are eventually going to be writing your own. The popular radio station NPR adopted the This I Believe series in 2005. NPR stands for National Public Radio, so it's like an AM radio talk show. So still, I think it's like once a week they still do this segment where people write in with their essays, and then they call in and they get to read the essay aloud over the radio. So kind of cool. They have actually put the This I Believe essays into books. Some of the essays have been put into these books, and the first This I Believe book is actually a New York Times bestseller. So that's kind of cool. It's a really cool book to actually read because they're just really short essays, and they're all about totally different things. So if you wanted to put the book down after an essay, you could put the book down. You could easily come back to it. So that stuff's kind of cool. I like books like that. The purpose of This I Believe. So it's just allowing people the opportunity to write a personal essay about something that they believe in very strongly. It can be something super simple, like,
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Siri thinks I'm talking to her, but I'm not.
I'm not sure I understand.
Whoops. Okay, so it could be something super simple. It could be something that you feel like other people don't value as much as you value it. It could be a super big issue in today's society, and maybe your opinion on this issue is really strong one way or the other. It's really popular because the one rule of This I Believe is that you can't bash other people's beliefs. You can only talk about your passion and what you believe, right? So you can't be anti something. You have to be pro something, okay? So, and I'll give you examples of that too as we move on. This is an example that I want you to all listen to. It is less than 5 minutes long, okay? But this is an example, and if you click on this link, okay, this is Howard White. First of all, this is Howard White. He played college basketball at the University of Maryland. Now he's the vice president of the Jordan brand at Nike. So very well-respected man. He obviously really ended up being very successful in his career, and he wrote a This I Believe essay called The Power of Hello. And if you just click this link here, it takes you right to the website. And here again is his picture. And then this is actually his essay. See, it's pretty short. Less than 5 minutes when you listen to it. But all you need to do is come right up here where it says this play button right here, and just go ahead and listen to this. It will take you 5 minutes. There will be a couple questions over this in the puzzle piece that you're going to do. So make sure that you do listen to this before you go take that puzzle piece, okay? Or if you don't want to listen to it, you can just read it yourself. It's really interesting. It's one of my favorites. He just talks about the simple power of saying hi to somebody, you know? So again, these can be really simple things. Let's go back. Okay, so make sure you do that. So you're eventually going to, write an essay yourself. These are just some suggestions, which we'll come back to. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but some suggestions. Tell a story about you. Make it personal. Like, be specific. You can consider moments when belief was formed about something, or tested or changed. You can think of your own experiences. Think of you at work. Think of you at school. Think of you and your family. Tell the things that no one else knows. It doesn't need to be heartwarming or gut-wrenching. It can even be funny, but it should be real. It should be between 500 and 600 words. It's about 3 minutes when read aloud at your own natural pace. Name your belief. If you can't name your belief in a sentence or two, your essay might not be about a belief. So rather than writing a list, focus on one belief. Be positive. Write about what you do believe, not what you don't believe. Avoid statements of religious dogma, preaching, or editorializing. So basically, like, this was not designed to be a religious practice, like a place where people come and talk about their religion and their godly beliefs. If that's something you do want to write about, I will allow you to write about that. But as far as like what would be submitted to NPR to be read aloud on the radio, that's not something that they would be looking for. You wouldn't be allowed to read your essay if that's what it was. And be personable. Make it about you. Speak in the first person. So first person pronouns like I, me, we, I believe. Avoid speaking in the editorial we, because not everybody has the same belief you have. So when you say we, you're actually including other people with you, and not everybody's going to believe the same thing that you believe, right? Write in words and phrases that are comfortable for you to speak. So like in this, you can actually write how you would speak. Now you still need to spell everything correctly. You can't write you and instead of saying Y-O-U, you just write the letter U. Okay, the English rules still apply. So you're going to have plenty of time before we before I make you start choosing your belief that you're going to write about. I'm going to show you examples from other people, and we're going to listen to some, we're going to read some. If you have questions, you can pop into my Zoom sessions at any point in time. But this obviously is important to do. Why are we doing this? Like, what does this have to do with explorations in reading and writing? Well, again, this is like one of my favorite projects to do with students because I just like how personable it gets. And also, explorations in reading and writing. You guys are juniors and seniors. You're going to be off in the world outside of your EHS South bubble, sometime very soon. And you're going to have to form your own beliefs. And you can believe whatever you want to believe. And you can I hope that you have strong beliefs about your values and about the things that you really care about. And you need to be able to explain why your beliefs are important to you and why you believe the things that you do, because eventually those beliefs are going to be challenged, right? Someone's going to come along and it's going to upset you because they think differently than you do about certain things, and you need to be able to articulate why your belief is so powerful and why it means so much to you without knocking other people down, without destroying the other viewpoint of things, but just being able to articulate that, yes, this is important to me, and you can disagree, but this is what I believe. So again, we're going to have good discussions, hopefully. You're going to be able to ask me questions. We're going to have plenty of examples. Please make sure that you go back through and click this link. Make sure that you listen to his essay before you complete the puzzle piece. Again, it's less than 5 minutes. So I hope that you enjoy doing this. I think you're really going to have a lot of fun with it. It's going to be something easy that we can do together before Christmas break, and before we come back together again after the new year. So please message me or pop into one of my Zooms if you have any questions. But until then, click the link, take the puzzle piece, and I'll see you later. Bye.